I finally have the stamina to do a second session today, which is good because I've been a complete mess all day. My first session today did virtually nothing for me. I seem to have just gotten worse and worse and worse. In ways I can't even describe. I'm calm now, but you could probably tell I've been crying. And I've been crying for most of the day. And, well, that's just how it goes. So I'm wetting the sides of my head to prepare for the electrodes of the Fisher-Wallace stimulator. Here they are. I'm going to dip them in the water and squeeze them out. Squeeze out, squeeze out, squeeze out. Okay. Memo to self, do not drink from this water. It has all my sadness in it. Okay. I put you know, in the advertisements they show these cool people with their fancy plushy looking Fisher Wallace stimulator headbands. They just sent me a plain piece of velcroed fabric. That's my other complaint about these people, Fisher Wallace Laboratories. Nah. Was not a cheap investment. I could have tried one of the other devices that's out there, and perhaps one day I'll have the opportunity to do so. Alright, so bombs away. Uh-oh. It was not clicked off from my last session. It turns off on its own, but I think the battery might drain when it's fine. Just up to 2. I think I need more though. I can't help but think that. I've been a little bit bonkers lately. It's hard for me to articulate how and why, but I've really been having a hard time snapping out of it. And today has been worse than previous days. So I had thought previously with the use of the device when my first series of sessions that it got worse before it got better. The way that some things are like that, but there's no verification that is actually the case. I'm concerned that I might just be an unfortunately difficult subject for this device. Though it did seem to help for a while. I'm just going through a terrible period, and I don't know. Well, while I'm here babbling like a lunatic, I will introduce you to one of my dolls, because I'm, whatever. Who cares? This is only seen by a few people anyhow. This doll is, well, her given name is Haley Heliotrope, and I got it from the thrift store. And she's from 1985, and she is she's one of those artisan dolls. She's made by this lady who went on to make a bunch of dolls for Ashton Drake. And who's like famous. Or the doll maker's name is Cindy McClure, and she's signed by Cindy McClure, and she's from 1985. She's one of the original Flower Fairy dolls from Oregon. And, well, I've always, I've always been, I think she's a very unique and fascinating looking doll. She's got lovely full hair, and she's got big butterfly wings, and her arms are falling off, which I'm trying to figure out a way to fix that, but her forearm is chipped, so I can't get her restrung properly. And so I have to figure out what to do about that. If I have to get somehow procure another jointed forearm, but or find some way of getting it to stay in place. And I had her for sale on eBay. And when I sold her, I forgot to put a cost for shipping, and so she sold for less than the price of shipping, and that's all they paid. And the buyer said that, and I'm sorry, I was trying to sell you. I didn't mean to. I didn't know that it was a thing that would. Anyway. Ah, okay, now I sound crazy. I tried to put her in a box, and it sounded like it was my imagination, and that's why I'm electrocuting my head every day. Uh, uh, it sounded like there was a rattling sound coming from the box, and so I had to pull her out of the box. And, I couldn't tell if it was. I couldn't tell if it was real or if it was my imagination, but it gave me the heebie-jeebies. And so I pulled her out of her box, and, uh, well, she's a very unique character, and I tend to notice that she displays a wide range of emotions, and so perhaps she is spirited, and she doesn't want to leave for whatever reason, but she might be better off to where she was going to go. So I have to send the buyer the refund for the shipping, uh, because uh, or the refund because it was, her winning price was for less than what it would cost to ship her, and buyer said I could do that. So I've been trying to do that, but I transferred all the money from PayPal into my bank account, and I can't get it back from the bank account into PayPal, and it's very frustrating. So it's just an example of one of those grown-up type things that I am not uh, good at doing, as I'm trying to get the money out of my uh, get, trying to get the funds so I can pay the lady who won her and said I could give her a refund back the money for purchasing. And it makes me feel like I should never ever sell a doll ever again because uh, uh, they're bonded to me, I suppose. And and I'm very sorry, and I hope she forgives me. Uh, I'm telling, well, anyway. At this point, I should probably pause it and collect myself. Okay, so I'm back. Sorry for the creepy doll story, folks. I know most of you don't believe in that stuff, and I tend not to, but it's part of getting older that my mind is kind of going a bit, and so it's troubling to have like a situation where you can't tell, you know, whether something really has happened or if it's your imagination. It's not fun. And I wonder why that happened. But anyway, I guess I will. There's still several minutes left on my session, um, but I will go ahead and mosey along. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.